Hi everyone, my name is Jen Medina and I'm a Miami-based ceramic artist, art educator, and graduate student at the University of Florida. My work explores the intersection of form, memory, and justice. I'm currently researching on how place-based and culturally sustaining pedagogy can be activated through clay and community. I believe in the power of art as a tool for healing, remembrance, and resistance. This piece that I titled Mapping Memory is a conceptual prototype for a future ceramic tile installation. It brings together materials like sand, watercolor shells, and photos to reflect Miami neighborhoods impacted by climate gentrification and immigrant labor. The idea is that these materials, like clay, can hold memory of place and embody stories of resilience and change. My research, Mapping Memory, a place-based art practice for cultural survival, explores how art can preserve stories of labor and place. I'm advocating for art education that is rooted in local geographies and cultural identities. This project addresses immigrant labor, public memory, and climate gentrification, and it argues for public art as both educational and activist practice. Here's what I've learned. First, public art can act as a civic archive, what Graham calls a connection to both ecological and human communities. Second, place-based education helps students build identity through direct engagement with their neighborhoods. And third, culturally sustaining pedagogy, or CSP, helps preserve immigrant narratives. Finally, clay holds memory, both literally and symbolically, and it becomes a language of storytelling as Leake and Graham reminds us. Serge Toussaint is a Haitian-American muralist from Little Haiti. His work is deeply rooted in cultural pride and community visibility. Through murals, he pushes back against gentrification and asserts the value of Black and brown neighborhoods' identities. His work is a visual affirmation of local resilience. Eddie Arroyo captures what gentrification looks like. He paints evolving storefronts and boarded up doors, highlighting how neighborhoods are visually and economically transformed. His work forces viewers to confront the aesthetic signs of displacement. Misael Soto and Aisha Singa collaborated on Provisional Obstruction, a public installation in Little Haiti. It critiques speculative real estate and uses of construction material as a metaphor for obstruction, exclusion, and protest. Their work invites dialogue and makes visible the forces shaping our built environment. As I worked through this research, I kept returning to these three big questions. First, how can students navigate their identities in systems shaped by dominant norms? And second, what are the ethical boundaries of memorializing trauma through public art? And third, how can schools' partnerships with public art programs be equitably sustained? I offer responses grounded in collaboration, consent, and culturally inclusive frameworks. If you'd like to learn more about my work, explore lesson plans, or review upcoming projects, please visit my website, medinajen@weebly.com. I welcome conversations and collaborations. Here are the sources that have grounded and shaped this research, ranging from academic theory and community-based artists and public projects.